Hey guys, it's Phil Morrison. I have a coaching business helping quiet people overcome social anxiety, play to their natural strengths, and thrive in life. So, this video is about what to do if you find yourself regularly getting stressed out, feeling overwhelmed, feeling miserable, down, unhappy. I'd be willing to bet that one challenge you have is being kind to yourself. It can be so easy to treat other people well, and it can be so much harder to treat yourself in the same way you treat a good friend. Lots of psychologists and psychotherapists, they say that if only we could afford the same kindness to ourselves that we can to others. And my question is, are you treating yourself right now the same way you treat a good friend? Is the dialogue that's going on inside your head kind? Or are you secretly mistreating yourself and saying things like, I messed up there. I really should have done this thing, but I'm stupid. I made a mistake. I should. I can. I'm unable. I'm not good enough. Is that really your dialogue? And I'm here to tell you that you do deserve to be happy. And I'll explain why. And just to build on this point quickly first. So often the reason that you might not be happy, it could be because on some level you have this false belief that you don't deserve to be happy. And you're causing yourself to feel the way that you're currently feeling. So here is why you deserve to be happy and you deserve to give kindness to yourself. I was helping a guy out from Germany with this over a video call yesterday. So how you feel and your happiness, this impacts other people in your life. There's probably people in your life right now that really care about your happiness. And just like if you saw loved ones or close friends feeling really happy, feeling great, that would perk you up. And in the same way, if you saw perhaps your mum or dad, you saw your brother, your sister, a great friend, feeling stressed out, feeling overwhelmed, feeling miserable, that would make you feel bad. So in the same way, your happiness affects them. When you're up, that makes them feel good. And when they see you feeling down, feeling defeated, dwelling on negative thoughts, they see you feeling stressed, they see you miserable, dragging yourself through life, that makes them feel bad. So you have a responsibility to other people to look after your own happiness. We only have a finite, a limited amount of energy that we can give per week. Let's say you have 10 units of energy that you can give to the world each week. If you can learn to give more to yourself and be kind, you can actually use those units of energy more wisely, be less wasteful. Because being unkind to yourself, treating yourself badly, is so draining. One of the biggest causes of fatigue is self-judgment. When you go away from something and you think, I didn't perform the way that I wanted to perform then, why didn't I do this thing? Why did I make this mistake? And you beat yourself up. almost like you're a jockey. There's like a jockey and a horse, and you're being whipped by the jockey. You're whipping yourself. Self-attack. And this is just so draining that when you cut it out and develop a kind of relationship with yourself, you're going to reclaim that lost energy that you was losing through self-attack, and you can use that to give more to your purpose, to other people, to the world, and be a lot more productive. You know, if you're on a plane and the plane's crashing, you're instructed to put your oxygen mask on before helping out the person next to you put theirs on. So you have to look after yourself to be able to look after other people. And a word for this that has come to me quite recently is good selfish. So often selfishness is considered to be a negative quality. And of course, I agree that in a lot of cases, it's a bad thing to do, to put yourself first and be selfish. But in some contexts, it's actually the kindest thing to do. And the example is when the plane's crashing, it's way kinder to look after yourself, because now you've freed yourself up and you're strong and you're able to look after other people too. Value yourself. You have so much to give to the world, so much potential. You know, you play into your strengths, following your purpose. It's insane the amount of value that you can provide. And looking after yourself enables you to do this. So what I encourage you to do is examine that internal talk, the kind of things you say to yourself. And if it's really negative and you're using words like shouldn't, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, that's guilt, that's not nice self-talk. Ask yourself the question, would you speak to a good friend like this? If you was the coach, right, if we switch places, you're coaching and you're coaching your twin brother or sister, and they're living a life that is very similar to your life. Would you treat them the way you're treating yourself, or would you give them different advice? And if you would give them different advice, you would, for example, tell them to relax and take it easy for the next few days, but you're telling yourself to work harder and do more. There's a contradiction there. And the question is, why can't you give yourself that same kindness? An analogy that comes to mind is that right now, if you're into personal growth, it's quite possible that you're climbing a mountain in your life. So right now you're on that climb, and it's a long mountain, it's a massive mountain. It might take months, it might take years, and it's patiently making progress every day that's going to really count. Does it make sense to be miserable for the entire duration of the mountain climb and only be happy when you get to this peak? Or would it make more sense to enjoy yourself as well as making progress? I think the second option is a lot better. It's more encouraging, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it's hard to stick to it. But if you really enjoy it, it's so much easier to keep moving forwards on a long-term basis. And also, something I've learned is that we often maintain the patterns that we create for ourselves. So, for example, if you always push yourself to the point where it becomes punishment and you're stressed out overwhelmed, hyperventilating, having panic attacks, feeling really down, feeling deflated, you're pushing yourself just too much. Even when you get to this peak of the mountain, and you can get there for sure, even when you get there, because that pattern has been conditioned into you, you'll then immediately think, where's the next peak? Where's the next mountain to climb? And you'll start to have the same self-talk, and you'll be punishing yourself, you'll be whipping yourself to climb that mountain. But even if you was coaching somebody else, your twin brother or sister, and you wanted them to get good results in their life, you wouldn't treat them this way. You'd be a lot kinder. So the message that I'm trying to get across is start now. Start treating yourself with kindness right now. Sure, push yourself so you're growing. Make sure you're making progress, but from the right place. From a positive, encouraging, inspirational, motivational, happy place. Because then you're going to make the progress and enjoy the journey. And this is so important, because if you're not enjoying the journey and then you get hit with a setback, a curveball in life, a big challenge, because you're not enjoying it, like deep down you're not truly having a great time, it's easy to get disheartened and slide back. But if your relationship with that activity, whether that's a business that you're growing, whether it's your confidence with people, your health and fitness, whatever it is that you're personally working on, if you have a good relationship with it and you really enjoy it, even when a setback comes, you're going to get back out there and keep on climbing, keep on moving forwards, because you have that positive relationship with it. So really, this is about your relationship with yourself and getting it right. And I like to go quite deep into psychology. So basically, we have an inner parent and inner child. And often, without realizing, we can go into the harsh parent mode, the harsh authority figure mode, and we can treat ourselves really badly in a punishing way to try and push us through life, to drag us through life. But that doesn't make you happy. It doesn't lead to the best outcomes. Is there a time to be tough on yourself? There is a time, but remember to ask yourself, would you treat someone that you're coaching like this right now? And that's a great little test to make sure that you're being kind to yourself. And when you learn to give yourself that kindness, it is life-changing. You'll be so much happier, so much more free from stress and anxiety. You'll be able to step outside of it. And even if you go through a challenging time, which of course you will do, it's not like challenging times disappear forever. There's ups and downs, but you're moving forwards overall. You'll handle it a lot better, and you'll still find ways to be kind to yourself because you've conditioned yourself to do this. If you enjoyed this video, please consider following me, subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be releasing a lot more videos, doing more live streams, putting more stuff out there, partly to challenge myself, because now I feel ready to keep on growing. Feels right for me to do this at this time in my life. And also, if you're someone that is open and willing to try new experiences, to put yourself out there in the real world and try things out, see what's possible, discover, be curious, etc. 2 things that I offer for free. Firstly, for each person, one-to-one coaching session for free, either a video call or a coffee in Birmingham. And you get to experience what it's like to be on the receiving end of a coaching session, where I can help you in all the areas of life where I've grown, got experience, and helped other people. For example, social anxiety, building confidence with people, playing to my natural strengths as somebody who used to be incredibly quiet, working on my health and fitness, building a business, boundaries with people, dealing with stress, so much stuff. Drop me an email and I'll be in touch. And also feel free to email me if you want to come down to one of my live events. These are also free, and it's a coffee social to help people overcome anxiety, build confidence, make friends, have fun. I'm drinking coffee right now. And it's a really interesting experience. It's something that I do once a month in Birmingham. And I'm getting 60 people these days book on my events. Really, really nice location, non-judgmental space, a great way to get past your own blockages, feel inspired to make progress in whatever's important to you, and also develop confidence, meeting new people, forming connections. So feel free to join these events if that's something that interests you. And also if you know somebody that you believe would benefit from putting themselves out there and entering a non-judgmental space, practicing some public speaking, practicing facing fears and coming out of their shell, feel free to send them my way, and they can join the events, meet other people, and start to build confidence. You don't build confidence by watching YouTube videos, Instagram videos, consuming any kind of content. You build it by getting real world experience, which is why I do the coaching, and that's why I do the in-person events, so that you get the actual experience rather than just listen to and consume knowledge. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't waffle on too much and there was some value there, something that can help you out. Enjoy the rest of your day.